we're backstage at Symphony Space for the launch of Rick Riordan's new series, Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard. Hey, welcome.
Thank you so much.
And so, a launch of a new series, and I understand there's swords.
It does, in fact, have swords. One particular sword that is really, really kind of amazing.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell us a little about it?
The first book is The Sword of Summer. Magnus is a 16-year-old homeless boy who lives in Boston. His mom is dead. He has a pretty tough existence, and then it only gets worse on his 16th birthday when he finds out that some Norse bad guys, fire giants, are after him and want to kill him. You know, kind of your typical day in the life of a Boston teen.
Well, Norse gods in Boston, maybe I would believe Minneapolis, but why Boston?
Well, I moved to Boston about 3 or 4 years ago. I loved the city and started thinking about where I would put this series. And actually, I found a surprising number of connections to the Norse gods. We have a statue of Leif Erikson in the Commonwealth Mall. The Longfellow Bridge has Viking longships carved along the side. There are 9 ducks in the Make Way for Ducklings statue, and there's 9 worlds. Coincidence? I think not.
Yes. Well, you've done your research. So your 3 top mythological gods.
Oh, wow. 3 top? Well, for the Norse, I would have to say Thor, obviously. Disregard the comics and the movies as much as I love them, but they're not very much like Thor in the myths. I have always loved Heimdall, the god of the gates, and of course Loki. Probably one of the best, most evil, most amazing villains in literature.
So your publisher is Hyperion, a division of Disney, and Disney is known for taking stories and making them a musical. So if they came to you and said, Rick, which one of your books should be a musical?
I'm just picturing Thor on ice, and I think we could probably do something with that.
Great. And there are many pop cultural references in your book. You have Barney's and BMW. Maybe you can put KidLit TV in a tweet. Do you do your own social media?
I do my own social media. Yeah, sure. So we could look into that.
Okay. Yeah. And so, any advice to parents and teachers who have a reluctant reader? How can we get a reluctant reader to read?
Yeah, well, I was one. So I always try to write with the reluctant reader in mind. I love the voracious readers, but I also want to capture the kids that maybe have never picked up and loved a book. Basically, read something, and it's helpful if you model reading at home. We have a reading time at home, 7 o'clock. We all read. Doesn't matter what you're reading as long as you're reading something. And if you model that, it's amazing. The kids will find things that they like.
And any advice for people that want to be an author like you?
Well, read a lot, and of course, write a lot. It's like a sport. You have to practice, and don't give up. Everybody gets rejections. That's part of life. But if you keep going and you believe in yourself, you can do it.
Well, thanks for being with us here today.
My pleasure. Thank you.